What's up, everybody? Achilles here, back with some more of White Day. Do I see something down there? Oh, it's this bitch. I knew I saw somebody. Down the hallway, you see her down the hallway? She's coming towards me. Can I do anything about you, or it's just, you know... Yeah, okay, whatever. Either way. World time zones. At the end of the 19th century, Great Britain's Greenwich Meridian was set as a prime meridian during the International Meridian Conference in Washington, D.C. Using the Greenwich Meridian as a standard, hour was added or subtracted for every 15 degrees, depending on the direction, east to west. After this, the whole world began using Greenwich Meridian time as standard time. Time difference is as follows: Greenwich, Washington, Moscow, Beijing. If it's 2 a.m. in Greenwich, then it's 11 p.m. in Washington, D.C. and 10 a.m. in Beijing. Into GMT plus 0, minus 3, 2, 1, 12, and oh, okay, I see. And then in Beijing, it's 10 because it's plus 8. Got it. And this one, this is Greenwich. And this is set to 11 o'clock, yeah. So this is set to 11 o'clock. Write it down, because actually no, I'm not going to forget that. It's at 11 o'clock. I can always look at the documents for coverage. I just need to remember where the other clocks are. I don't remember where the clocks are. Oh, there's one here. Right here. So that was 3. This is Moscow, which was how many? Moscow was plus 3. So if it was 11, it's going to be 12, 1, 2. Yeah. Okay. I'm assuming I just need to find the other clocks. The hell was that? By the way, are the 4 clocks in here? I don't think so. Oh, I think they are. Oh, even better, they are here. Alright, this one is Beijing, which was plus 8, if I'm not mistaken. Which makes this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? Moscow was plus 3, and yeah, Beijing's plus 8. Yeah, there you go. Hello. Damn, I'm just missing everything back and forth. Oh, no, I had already gotten this. Yeah. I already used it. I was just using it again. Out of the way. I don't want to run just in case he's actually still down here. Oh, bingo. 10, 9, 8. Yep. Okay. Which closet is that? Oh, it's literally the closet I'm in. Spirit bell. A bell that makes a clear sound. Okay. L-Rod. I heard about this L-Rod thing. Hold on. Hold on. I read about this. Wait. Labyrinth. This kills blooms when there was a sophisticated wants to schools. Okay, this dream. I read something about an L-Rod. Damn, I don't remember. I did read something about the L-Rod though. Maybe now with the L-Rod I can find a way to get out of the labyrinth, maybe? Maybe that's what it is? I can try that. Because this is basically just a big-ass labyrinth. Let's find out. I am going to want to go back, because this is the kind of game that I would want to open up all the puzzles. I would like to complete all the puzzles, so this is something I would like to go back and like get everything, if I can, just to see. Oh shit! Did it work? Is that what I needed? Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Okay, where am I? Where am I? I needed to go to a couple places. I need to go back to the first floor actually. The nurse's office. I need to go to the nurse's office. Holy shit! It worked. And then I can put. I have a second one here, so now. Oh. I wish I could just put him on. That'd be great. You got. Let me write it down, I guess. You got 4. Weird. A C facing down. L with a line under. A butterfly. And that's it. So yeah, 4, C, L, and then butterfly. What that means, I don't know. Oh! Well, there you go, found the 5th one. Oh wait, no, it is this way. I have all of them, right? Oh. Dying message. Nobody recognizes me. No, how much I care. I love my students. I only meant for the kids to grow up. Why is the O capitalized? Oh. Grow up good and polite, but they only complain how harsh I am without thinking about how I feel. But I can endure this. Someday the students will see me differently. Yes, this has to happen. There was a junior year kid who died while sneaking out of the dorm room during my watch. Am I so terrified that the kids would take such extraordinary route? It's not that I'm raising them. Lately, I've been doubting myself, slowly convinced that maybe I'm in the wrong. Where did I begin to go wrong? I just heard the rumors today. It was about the kid who recently died. The rumors said maybe I killed the kid myself. I was so bewildered and angry that I could not say anything. Something snapped inside of me. My true intention will never make its way to them. I am sick of everything. The quieter I get, the louder they buzz, like a swarm of disgusting flies. They keep buzzing in my ear. No one's gonna save me but myself. I gain nothing from holding back. I cannot hold it anymore. Today I will make an example out of someone. They will never be nosy again. This is war, a war that will not end until one of us is gone. Okay, hold on. Nobody recognizes me how much I care. Let my students. I only meant 4. The F. F. For the kids to grow. To grow up getting polite, but they only complain how harsh I am. I'm not thinking about how I feel, but I can endure this. Someday the students will see me differently. Yes, that has to happen. There was a junior kid who died while sneaking out of the dorm during my watch. Am I so terrified that the kids would take an extraordinary? Well, it's not like I'm raising them. Maybe I'm in the wrong. Where did I begin to go wrong? Rumors today. It was about the kid who recently died. I was so bewildered and angry that I could not say anything, and something snapped inside me. My true intention never make its way to them. I'm sick of everything. The quieter I get, the louder they buzz, like a swarm of fucking disgusting flies. They keep buzzing in my ear. No one's gonna save me. But myself, I gain nothing from holding back. I cannot hold anymore. Today, I will make an example out of someone. They will never be nosy again. Okay, so I got 4. Oh, okay. I think the eyes. It's kind of hard to tell for the eyes because it's eyes are supposed to be capital, but I think the eyes count too. Because I got 4 SX, which would be 6. TWO 2 FVE, which should be 5 because of the I. So 4625. That's the code. That's what I got. Now for what? 4625. What is this for? Junior, is there a hint in here about that, or is it just 4625? So little by little, I'm going through all the puzzles at least. So hello. This is still padlocked. I don't know why. Oh, on the wall? Is that what it's for? Let's try it. Only one way to find out. 4. What was it? 6 to 5. Hey, there you go. Small master key. Small master key looks like it can open drawers and other objects. Yes, 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 yes. Nice. So all these damn drawers have been locked. I can open them now. They might not have anything in them, but are you gonna? Oh, there you go. Okay. Oh, that was, yeah. You see, that one was empty. At least I can now say that I can check it. That's what it's important. All these freaking drawers have been locked this entire time. Can I do these two? I can. Ooh, I don't like the way it opened like that. One of these is gonna have somebody in it. When it comes to over here, I'm pretty sure I can stand. Documents. Oh yes, ghost story. Okay. At the time of its establishment, Y High School was in the middle of nowhere, at the base of a mountain with hardly any human traffic. Due to this reason, Y High School had dormitories for the students in the that's a period, had dormitories for the students. In the female dorm, there was a notorious house mother, Miss C, whom everyone was afraid of. Coming from a good family background, she demanded that the students behaved and followed the rules at all times. She would give harsh punishments for any violations of the rules, and this caused many students to complain about her. It was a little after the midterm when a junior fell out of a third-floor window and died. She was trying to sneak out of the dorms while evading the house mother's watch to go out and celebrate the end of midterms. But for some reason, the rumor spread that the girl committed suicide because of Miss C. Or even worse, that Miss C had killed that girl herself. Oh, that's a Death Note thing. Miss C was in great shock, and for a while she stayed silent as if her spirit was broken. The students were happy about this change and secretly kept an eye on Miss C to see if she would return to her old self. Then came the incident that riled up all the students. Miss C was doing her rounds and found a student whose hair was longer than regulation. Miss C took the student to the bathroom and cut the girl's hair. But when that happened, the student and all of her friends surrounded Miss C and protested against her harsh punishment and strict rules. At first, it was only a few students who spoke up. Then, one by one, they were joined by other angry voices opposing Miss C. And soon enough, every student in the female dorm started protesting against her. Anywhere Miss C looked, an angry glare met her gaze. Finally, Miss C broke under all the pressure and her own pent-up emotions, and she ran out of the dorm, screaming like a mad woman. None of the students cared. No one went after her trying to calm her down. In the end, Miss C's body was found on a nearby mountain a few days after she went missing. Since then, people started reporting that they've seen the ghost of Miss C. The rumor spread quickly, and the girls in the dormitory suffered from insomnia and fear. Eventually, the dorm had to be shut down. Even so, there are still sporadic reports of sightings of Miss C's ghost. I've seen so many ghosts, I don't know which one is which. But also at the same time, nice. Can I do this one? Oh, power outage. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, I just loaded in, buddy. I just loaded in. Hold up, relax. Hold the phone. Okay. Didn't even notice that one. Oh, fucking Christ. You scared the shit out of me. You son of a bitch. You scared the crap out of me. Apparently, with the 5 math things, I can put them here. Uh-huh. Wow, it was really that easy? There you go. An incorrectly solved math problem. Nahai, a junior year student at Y High School, was a top student, smart and outgoing. She was especially adored by her home teacher. Perhaps that's why she was always full of herself. When the teacher wasn't around, she would act snotty and as if she was better than everyone else in the class. None of her classmates liked her. Everyone avoided her, but Nahai could not care less. But it doesn't matter what they say or think about me. They're all losers, Nahai thought to herself. Nahai was prideful and had a large ego. Then one cool autumn day, the subject for 5th period was math, the subject that the homeroom teacher taught. It was right after lunch, and with the cool breeze coming in through the window, most students were nodding off during the lesson. To wake the class up, the irritated teacher called a few students to the board to solve some math problems. Nahai was one of the students who was called up. One by one, students returned to the sheet after solving their problems. Since the problems were easy, no one got them wrong. Except Nahai. She had read the question wrong and incorrectly solved the problem. This was unheard of, considering her skill in math. In front of the whole school, the teacher rebukes Nahai, saying that it was a stupid mistake. The teacher intended for Nahai to remember the embarrassment and never make the same mistake again. Nahai could not lift her head out of the shame. Her face turned bright red. The kids could not stop snickering. The fact that the teacher's pet was being scolded right in front of them was fun and satisfying. When the teacher left at the end of the lesson, all the kids started talking about what had happened to Nahai. They sounded excited that they finally had something to hold over her. Nahai was angry. She blamed the teacher who embarrassed her in front of the class. She hated her classmates and took it as an opportunity to talk behind her back even more. She was angry at herself for getting the stupid question wrong. Even when she went home from school, she could not get it out of her mind. She hated her eyes for reading the question wrong. It's not my fault, she decided. She rationalized to herself that the problem was not her eyes. No, it was not hers, but her eyes. Soon a terrible sound was heard, and the workbook on her desk was splattered with red. The next day, Nahai's classmates trembled with fear when it was announced that Nahai had committed suicide by digging her own eyes out with a knife. Oof. After this happened, a rumor spread that whenever a math problem is left on the chalkboard, Nahai's ghost is summoned. It is said that the ghost would stare at the problem on the chalkboard, but her eye sockets would be empty holes. Oof. Well, there you go. I got that. Alright, I think this bitch finally fucking left. So I think it said that there was something here. Haha. Haha. Okay, ghost story. Giselle, a new transfer student to Y High School, had recently heard a horror story about the school from a classmate. So, of course, of all the nights, the night he had to come back to school to grab something he left was a stormy night. The quiet pouring of the rain reminded him too much of the scary story. Only a few years before, there was a student named Jae, and she was dating a boy named Myung-ho, who shared the same home with her during the first 2 years of school. When they were in their senior year, they were assigned to different homerooms, and Jae began dating Ho-young, who was in the same home as her. Myung-ho could not accept such a sudden breakup after dating Jae for 2 years. He tried multiple times to go see her and plead his case, but he completely ignored him. Growing more resentful with each rejection, Myung-ho began to hate Jae. One day, Myung-ho decided to go see Jae one last time in her homeroom during lunch break. Jae, just like all the times before, was cold and cruel and ignored his pleas. Enraged, Myung-hee took out his knife he had brought with him. Of course, he wasn't planning on hurting her. He wanted to mend his wounded ego by watching her tremble, seeing her finally acknowledge him. However, Jae knew him all too well. She knew that even though he acted tough, he was just a narrow-minded, scared little boy. Seeing that his desperate attempt with the knife made him so repulsive that she became angry at him. She called him names and taunted that he would never have the guts to actually use the knife. Also, her taunting worked. Young, momentarily blinded by rage, swung his knife and stabbed Jae. Jae fell to the ground, her blood running across the entire floor. Myung-ho, scared and confused by the scene, went berserk. Due to Myung-ho slashing his knife crazily around him, no one dared to go near Hee. They could only watch from afar as she bled out. Since that day, there is said to have been sightings of a female ghost lying down on the floor as if asleep. Joseph tried to block this story from his mind when he reached the classroom. When he opened the door, though, his efforts were in vain, and he tripped, falling backwards in terror. He saw a girl lying on the ground in the dark, like she was fast asleep. Okay. Okay, nice. Oh, okay. So I can do them all. Okay. The red and yellow key, I should be able to get open the box in front of 2-2. Supposedly. Which I believe is this one. Aha. Morse code. Nice. Okay. I obviously no longer need the red and yellow key because I think that's the only thing that gives me. So let me go ahead and disassemble this. I already have it disassembled. And then I need to go to the music appreciation room, I think it was. That's in a different building. Yeah. Bingo, metronome. Hey. Can it? Oh, it's just writing it down. Oh, okay, I see. Hold on. Hold on. I'm assuming long. 2, 3. Three, 5. What? That whole thing was a sequence? Okay, hold on, I gotta do this again. Do it again, do it again. Let's learn about Morse code. Morse code is a communication code invented and developed by Samuel Finley Breeze Morse that can compose and send sentences using short and long signals. It is considered the most basic emergency communication device due to the fact that you can communicate using every symbol signals. As Morse code is composed of short and long signals, you do not need a special device to communicate as long as you can express it. For example, you may send messages by controlling the speed at which you blink or tap with your fingers. For this characteristic, it appears often in the books and movies where the main character in JJ uses The original Morse code requires that you pause about 3 short signals between sending of a text. Okay. So 3 short signals between pausing. Hold on. Sorry, I'm going to do it again. 3 short signals between pausing. But depending on the situation, it's possible to send signals continuously. In such cases, you want to analyze it in sections broken up using the same number as the signals. For example, if it's a number, so every 5... For example, if it's a number, every 5 signals indicate a number. So for a 4-digit number, it would be 5 times 4 equals 20. Then does you want to analyze 20 signals in sections of 5. Okay. Can you leave me the fuck alone? Go away. Let me do my shit. One more time. Click it, please. Oh, that was it. Oh, okay. That was the last one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go fuck yourself, bitch. I got a wrong number though. I got a different number. I have 21 notes. Let me listen to it again. Or whatever. It's either 3, 6. Yeah, one of them has to change because there is no short, long, short. So maybe the first one, the first short doesn't count. Let's try that. Let's try that. So it would be 1, 2. So it would be 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. 2, 5. 6, 8. 2, 5, 6, 8. Okay, that's the only other number because the other pattern, I wasn't getting a number there. So there you go, 2, 5, 6, 8. Damn, that took way too damn long. But if I know Morse code at all, which I probably don't, that should be the code. 2, 5, 6, 8. Okay. Whew. Okay. Now let's get the fuck out of here. I knew it was up here somewhere. Let's see if I can remember. It was to the right of Africa, I think. Somewhere. There. It was Australia. It was something like low here, right there. Canada. And over here. Right there. Nice. Tragedy about by jealousy. Yu Young and Young Ki were best friends since child school. They had no secrets between them. They spent so much time together that they could almost read each other's minds. When they entered high school, Yu Young developed a crush on a guy a year older than her. Yu Young would always prattle on and on about him to Young Ki. Strangely, Young Ki's reaction to her close friend's biggest interest in life was rather icy. She would only wish her a curt good luck, then be silent until a new subject arose. One day, Ian heard from another friend that the guy she liked had feelings for Young Hee instead. It turned out that Young Hee and the boy went to the same church. You wondered why Young Hee had never mentioned that. It was weird. From that point on, Young Ju was suspicious of everything Young Hee said or did. Soon they grew so far apart that they wouldn't even say hello to each other. Sometime after Young Hee found Young Hee and the boy sitting on a bench innocently talking. Envy filled her eyes. That evening, Young Ju called Young Hee up to the school's rooftop. They began to argue, but Young Hee kept on denying Young Hue's accusations. The arguing got louder and more heated. Out of anger, Young Hee pushed Young Hee off the rooftop. Young Hee fell down head first and died instantly without a sound. Young Ju gave a false statement to the police, and Young Hee's death was reported as a suicide. After some time passed, Young Hee was able to go out with her crush. One day, she made plans with her boyfriend to go on a date at school. They thought it would be a great idea to meet up in the middle of the night. That way they could stay out of the heat, and it seemed adventurous. Young Ju arrived at the school first and was waiting in the empty classroom. When her boyfriend didn't show up after the promised time, she began to get scared. Suddenly, thunk, thunk, thunk. She heard something echoing from the hallway. Then she could hear a door opening. Not here. It wasn't her boyfriend's voice. It was the raspy voice of a woman that sent shivers down her spine. Thunk, thunk, thunk. The noise was getting louder and closer until it was shaking the ground with every thunk. Young Ju heard another door open. Not here either. Thunk, 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 thunk. The thunder was getting closer to her now. Terrified, Young Ju dove under the teacher's desk to hide. She was quaking in fear. The door to the classroom flew open. Young Ju peeked at the door through a crack under the desk. There was nothing to be seen. Just when Young Ju thought something might be wrong, an object fell from the desk, and Young Ju's eyes flew up to see what knocked it down. There you are! Young Ju screamed so loud that her voice echoed through the whole school. Nice. Nice. Okay, so the puzzle here was supposed to be the Morse code, right? Which is what did I write? What was the Morse code? 2 something. 2568. If that's correct, let's see. 256. Yes, I am a god. Lost Face. Una was a popular girl. Not only was she pretty, she was musically talented as well. Winning many awards since she was young, everyone loved her. As often happens in these cases, everyone wanted to be friends with her, and she became egotistical. In contrast, Misuk was hardly known by anyone in school. She thought she was ugly. That caused her to have self-confidence issues, making her timid and introverted. Due to this, she had no friends to speak of. Even her classmates hardly acknowledged her existence. One day, Una was walking in the hallway while noisily chatting with her friends. Misu, focused on cleaning, didn't realize anyone was there until Una ran into her. Misu stumbled and dropped the mop bucket she was carrying, spilling dirty water all over the hallway. Una never said sorry. She barely spared a glance at Misu, then walked away silently. Angered, Misu went after her and demanded an apology. Instead, she was mocked. What are you blubbering about? You're as ugly and dirty as the mop water. The other kids snickered in agreement with Una's cruel remark. Misuk's face turned red with embarrassment and anger. From that day on, she was an easy target for bullying. Every time she walked by, everyone would mock her without caring if she could hear. As time passed on, her resentment towards Ino grew to hatred for Ino. She decided that she would get revenge on Ino for what she had started. How pretty does she think she is? Does she think that beauty lasts forever? We'll see about that. One day, Una was chatting away with her friends in the music appreciation room. Misu quietly approached them, and as usual, the kids began mocking her. No one paid any attention to the bottle she held in her hand. Misak took cap off. Misak took the cap off the sulfuric acid she brought and threw it at Una's face. Una screamed of pain, filled up the room, and echoed through the halls. The kids around her scrambled away in horror. Not one soul stayed behind to help. Una. Una pleaded. Oh, not one soul stayed behind to help Una. Una pleaded for help as she screamed in agony, but Mitsuki smiled cruelly and watched her beg. Una's pretty face was eaten away by the acid. She was fortunate to have to survive the attack, but left her with a hideous scar covering half her face. There was no trace of her former beauty to be found. After that incident, she would not go to school, refusing to even come out of her house. She broke all the mirrors inside, and her disfigured eyes, being sensitive to light, caused her to keep the house eternally dark. Her depression became so deep that one day it drove her to leap from the roof of the house. She did that it was hard to identify her body because she struck the ground face first, completely destroying what had remained. Since her death, there are rumors of sightings of Una's ghost in the music appreciation room. It is said her ghost always has her back turned, and that you'll die if you ever see her face. Ah, it's the girl that was in here. The lady that was in here. There was a puzzle in here too. Oh, the puzzle! Oh shit. Oh shit. What was it for? It was crap, did I not write it down? I could have sworn I wrote it down. Oh, I did. For facing downward, the L1, okay, no, butterfly 1, and then the L1. Yes. The impassable bridge. Although it was early in the morning, the whole school was filled with an uneasy buzz. Kyomen, a student, was found unconscious in the hallway. This particular hallway was the passageway between the main building and the new building, and it was rarely used. It was built with an interesting design that puzzled all those who set eyes on it. Its purpose was to be a bridge that connects one building to another, but it was shaped like a tunnel with fluorescent lighting but not one window. This made it seem creepy even during the daytime. What's more, getting to the other building wasn't a straight path, but instead twisted and turned. All of that combined made fewer and fewer students use the walkway, and the less that people used it, the more creepy the rumors about it became. One woman said that while walking down the passageway, which felt like walking to a cave, there were sounds of footsteps either behind you or coming from the front. Either way, you'd never see anyone there. Another rumor said that if you entered this hallway in the middle of the night, you would never get to the other building, but instead get lost in a labyrinth of corridors until the break of dawn. The night before the accident took place, Kyo-min told his friends that he didn't believe in such a bogus story. Being teenagers, they declared Kyo-min to prove himself. They dared Kyo-min to prove himself. So Kyo-min and his friends came to the school in the middle of the night. The test Kyo-min was given seemed simple. He only had to go through the passageway, get to the other building, and bring back an object from a classroom. Kilman wasted no time beginning this easy venture and quickly opened the door to the passageway. He disappeared into the darkness and the door shut behind him. When Kilman was alone, he realized it was scarier than he had imagined. The passageway was without a single window, and all he could see were the small patches of light like islands in a pitch-black sea. Kilman shivered and began to regret making this bet with his friends. When the sound of his footsteps echoed loudly in the empty hallway, it felt like something from the darkness would come running out at him at any second. Kilman gathered together what courage he had left and started walking as fast as he could. That's when something passed by him and lightly brushed his neck, making a metallic sound. His hair stood on end. He felt like something was right behind him. Was he hearing things? He thought he also heard faint laughter. Kilman, clenching his teeth, bravely turned around. Nothing was there except a completely empty hallway and darkness. Kilman, who had been scared to death, was a bit relieved, until right at that moment he heard a whisper. "What are you doing here?" Terrified, Kilman ran as fast as he could, screaming. It didn't matter how fast or how far he ran. He would never be able to make it to the other building on the other side. At last, Kilman suffered a panic attack and was knocked out unconscious. His friends, after waiting a long time, all returned home. Everyone was worried for Kilman, yet no one suggested going to look for him. So that's how Kilman was found laying unconscious in the passageway the next day. From that day on, the students have called this passageway the Impassable Bridge, or the Labyrinth. Nice. So aside from me being able to figure that out, I also noticed, hello. That must be the order for the puzzle in that other room, which once I get the blue key or whatever key it is, I can go and get that. So real quick before this bitch comes and runs in like, there's a light open. Let me write that shit down. So let me see. You got purple, I'm put graduation. That's the only purple one there, so bald, black and white, and then businessman, I guess, I don't know. There you go. So that's the order that I'm going to use in the other office. Let's hope this works. Please work and please don't kill me. Please work, please don't kill me. Please work, please don't kill me. Please work. Oh! Oh! What does this mean? What is this? Ow! I'm getting beat! Ow! 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 Go get! No, okay, I'm dead. That's why I saved. Experienced death 10 times! I got a trophy for dying! Okay, well, that's a thing. Okay. Here we go. Bitch, now's not the moment. Oh, it's like a little path I gotta take. Oh my god, yes. Oh my god, I did it. Hey, Smokey, yes. Oh my god, I made it across. Oh my god. Finally. Oh, hell yeah. Yes, bye, bitch. Oh, yes, I did not want to do that again. I really did not want to do that again. Oh my god, that was scary as hell. That was scary as hell. I have the key. I'm already here, so I might as well. Oh, it just connects. Oh. Ah. I don't need to connect right now, though, so leave it there. Alright, cool. Cool. Now time to go backwards. Okay. Well, I did it. I did that shit. I'm still not going to the rooftop, but I got the water symbol, so that's good. But I also got the key. So with the key, I can now go back to the other building, and I can start unlocking the stuff. I can start getting the key combinations. Because I think that's the last key I needed. I think. Because I know that black key, I think I unlock by using a combination key. So, there you go. Shit. It's all coming together, guys. We're almost there, I think. Oh, and now I can do the puzzle too in the principal's office room, or not the principal's office, but I can do the photo thing downstairs. So yeah. No. No. My bad. These two switch. There you go. Yes. Jung Jae was heading home really late after a school club activity. He belonged to the Mystery Research Club. They collected and studied all kinds of rumors, myths, and urban legends. The collection was not only from their own school, but from every city around. Lately, he was working on sorting through contents for their sporadically published club magazine. At a busy time like this, the club's president was nowhere to be seen due to his absence. Young Jae, as vice president, had to do everything himself. That was the reason why he was heading home so late. Still preoccupied from his work, he was thinking about the magazine even while he was crossing the bridge. Just then somebody spoke to him. "Hello, dearie. I'd like to ask you something." It was a kind and warm-looking grandma who approached her. Her chignon hairstyle and her bent back reminded Jung-ji of his own grandma out in the countryside. Right before he was going to answer, he suddenly paused and wondered, why was this old lady at school at this late hour? In that moment, he recalled the ghost story that he had investigated a while back. The building of Y High School was erected in the occupation era and was used as a refugee camp during the Korean War. In the refugee camp, there were a lot of orphans who lost their parents in the midst of war. Since the situation was so grim, no one really had the luxury of worrying about these kids. Then, some grandma took these orphans under her wing and took care of them. The kids depended on her and got along with her well. The people didn't suspect anything of this grandma. Then one day the grandma and the orphans suddenly disappeared. The refugees thought it was strange, but as if they had previously agreed, they kept silent about it. It was a time where such things happened. A short while after that, a woman came to the camp. She was the mother of one of the orphans. The woman went through so much to find the whereabouts of her child and was finally there to reunite with them. When she heard of the disappearance of her child, she wailed with despair. The refugees, who felt a little guilty about not having done anything about the disappearance of the orphans, were finally moved to action by the woman's heart-wrenching cries. Led by a former hunter, a few refugees decided to help the woman and search for the missing orphans. They followed the trail of the children up onto the mountain. When they got halfway up, they found an old run-down hut. They were greeted with the rotting stench of corpses inside the hut, and found the hut was full of small white bones, which seemed relatively fresh. It was said that they never found the old grandma. Young Jae couldn't figure out why he had suddenly remembered that ghost story. Feeling spooked, he kept his mouth shut. Maybe it was the old traditional dress that the grandma was wearing. The old grandma who was pressing on Jungji's with her questions slowly revealed herself, and her face twisted and turned into the face of the demons. From her dark and empty eye sockets, red light gleamed. She mumbled as she smacked her lips. So close. What a pity. The next thing he knew he was waking up at his desk. He must have fallen asleep while sorting out the materials. Still, it seemed all too real to be just a dream. On the paper in front of him, there was a warning from the material he was reading right before he fell asleep. Never answer her questions. Ooh, nice. Okay, okay, okay. Random Luke gets a dark key in 2-5. Oh, what the hell? That's not where you were. That's not where you were. You moved, but okay. Wait, did I not get it? I don't think I don't think I think I was too fast. Yeah, I was. I can do this over here. There you go. The waiting from the art room. So Hyun had a crush on the new art teacher at high school. The art teacher was so young and talented, and So Hyun was the only girl who fell for him. This would become his favorite student. She gave her all. She gave her all in her art class. She had always been gifted with her hands since she was a child, and soon she did become a star pupil. Seeing So Hyung's talent, the art teacher advised her to apply for an art college. So Hyung accepted his advice and began to take private lessons with him. This was a dream come true for her, to be left alone in the school with her crush, spending hours together practicing art. At some point, a strange rumor started circulating through the school. The rumor was that there was a teacher dating a student. The rumor made its way into the ear of the school administration, and soon the young art teacher left without warning, as if he was banished from the school. The rumor was never confirmed. In the middle of the night, with her favorite teacher gone, So Hyung sat alone in the art room. The faint moonlight through the windows rested on her shaking shoulders. She was crying mournfully. In her hand she held an unfinished clay doll of a woman. Great care had been taken in forming the clay doll's face, and it looked just like So Hyun. With her eyes full of resentment, she stared at the doll. The next day, the whole school was in shock. The dead body of a female student had been found. It was revealed that the girl had killed herself by overdosing on sleeping pills. Even more shocking, however, was that the dead girl was found to be pregnant. The school tried to prevent students from spreading unconfirmed rumors about this accident, but soon the whole school knew that, and there were all sorts of theories about the girl and who the father was. A lot of people pointed their fingers at the art teacher, but it was never confirmed. After the incident, people began to report that they could hear babies crying near the art room. At first, the crying was so faint that people merely thought they were hearing things, but as time went on, it became so loud that the vibrations felt like an earthquake. A baby's ghost with his umbilical cord wrapped tightly around its neck was also reported as appearing. Even to this day, they say you can see a baby's ghost in search of something during the shadowy moonlight nights. It is imperative you must remember not to follow it, for should you fail to find what the baby wants, it might drag you down to a deep darkness instead. Yeah, I know about that already. Alright, so we got the Morse code, we got the ghost story in front, we got what else are we missing when it comes to the small keys? I need a paper crane in front of the gym storage room which is in a different building. What building is that? That is in the gym storage room. Oh no, it's in the first floor. Second floor. It's in this building. All right, even better. So there's one there, and that one is for the blue and dark. So I need to make a blue and dark one, and I think we're done. I think that's all the secret things we can get from the little keys. Black key, paper crane, the ghost story, which we already got. Ghost story 6. That was the same one, right? Yeah, ghost story 6. Paper crane, and yeah, awesome. All right, so let's go ahead and make the blue and dark, and then we go downstairs and get it in front of the gym storage room. And I think in front of the gym storage room too, that would be the last. That would be the last. I was about to say that would be the last paper crane. Nice, that's the last one. I think we're good to just continue off. I don't remember where to go for the paper cranes. I think it has to do with that one area, though. I think. I genuinely do not remember. Real quick, since I'm here, for the documents, I want to see. Documents, there was something about the occult room. I don't remember. Right there, occult club announcement. With the start of a new term, we have prepared an event for everyone. We will give us my prize for anyone who can solve the quiz and bring the hidden treasure. Oh, here we go. The treasure is sleeping under a place covered by dust of erased knowledge and can only be awoken by the hands and shakes. Good stories that quickly gain fame. However, finds can have first. In the first year so far. Then change you collect the clues to the ghost story. Oh, my TV has turned off. There's a chance that you can collect all the... What was it? All the ghosts? What? My TV's still turning on. There you go. All the clues to the ghost stories through the event. Please contact the president of the club. Okay, but it wasn't anything to do with inside the club. Okay. Alright, I guess let's just go ahead and find out. Young Mi was a senior high school student and she had never been happy with her body. She was excited to become a university student with only the entrance exam setting on her way, but regretted that she wouldn't get to have any campus romance with her kind of body. So she would always say that she was on a diet. The strange thing was that she didn't look overweight to others. The people around her would tease her that she would actually gain a few pounds. Still, Young Mi doubted their words. When she looked in the mirror at the back of the classroom, she only saw an overweight girl. Look at what a pig I am. How could they call me thin? How could they see I could gain a few pounds? The only conclusion that Young Mi could come to was that they were being sarcastic. Just you wait, I will become thin. I'll not eat anything until I am thin. From that day, Young Mi didn't eat anything and would only drink water. She became thinner by the day until it was to the point where she was just skin and bones. She barely had the energy to even move, but she continued her refusal to eat. When she was forced to eat even just a little, she would run straight to the bathroom and throw up. She had lost so much weight that watching her walk around the school was a creepy sight. Her friends and teachers who had first been worried began to avoid her. Then one day a new boy transferred to her school, wanted to make quick friends. He treated the whole class to pizza and burgers. With the teacher's permission, they served the food in the classroom and held a party. Everyone was able to enjoy the food while relaxing and letting go of the stress of preparing for the college entrance exam. The transfer student spotted Young Mi sitting by herself by the window. Even in this celebratory mood, she was not eating. The thought never occurred to him that she was on a diet. He just figured that she didn't get her share yet. So he brought her one of the remaining burgers and a soda. No, I'm not eating. I won't eat anything. I'm still fat in the mirror, can't you see? Young Mi stood up and shouted with rage as she pointed at the mirror at the back of the classroom. Suddenly the classroom went quiet. Her face was contorted with anger, and her eyes gleamed with insanity. Young Mi started snickering and looking around her. All the kids' eyes were locked on her in fear. To her, it seemed like they were all staring at her with eyes filled with disdain. Young Mi stormed out of the classroom screaming. Nobody stopped to move her. In the end, she was found dead in the mountain nearby, having starved to death. Her classmates tried to figure out what Young Mi meant with her last words. What did she mean by the mirror? We don't have a mirror in our classroom. Ah. Are you here, buddy? No, you're not. I don't know where he is, but I need to go save. I know I only have 2 pens left, but I need to save to make sure I get all my progress, we're marked for, and then I'm good to go, because I gotta leave, actually. I gotta go work. So. Oh, I'm fine. Even if he spots me, I can save while he's chasing me, so I don't go fuck. Saving. Yeah, fuck you, bitch. Okay. And that's it. Okay, if I do anything, it's gonna be later on. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Catch you guys later. Bye-bye.